All right. Thank you all for joining me. I figured this would be a good day to do a video on the 66 20,000 BTU weather wheel installed. I did a video of the chassis completed. It's been installed for a few days. I've been tinkering with the thermostat to get it to behave a little better. I think I've got it pretty close now. I'm looking for like a 20-minute cycle time, approximately. Cycle times were too long with the factory adjustment, needed to be cleaned and readjusted, where it was overcooling the room and the temperature was swinging around too much. So, just to give you an idea of the space, this is in a dining room, which is, I don't know, 12 by 14, so it's a pretty good sized room. It cools this sunroom, which is off to the side, and then it cools the living room here, which is, I think it's 13 by 18. And in the kitchen, there is an 8200 BTU EQK in here, which I should do a video on at some point, that I resurrected from death last year. I don't know how long it's going to hold out, but it's still working. I have the EQK on a timer, and I have the thermostat set kind of on the lower side so that it'll only kick in if it gets real warm in here, because frankly this 20,000 BTU does do the whole floor. So I only have that EQK kick in, like if it gets real warm in here from cooking or something, then it'll kick in. So I'm going to see, hopefully, without fussing with the thermostat, if it kicks in. It's been off for maybe half hour, so I'll open the window. See, the beautiful replacement windows that I want to get rid of. It's going to get me going on a video one day about windows. I'll tell you how it's the biggest scam ever. But one big problem with these windows, I'm sure as many of you learned, is that the air conditioners don't really sit in them right. And that goes the same for this one as well. So at some point I'm going to be putting wood sashes back in this room to properly mount this unit, because taking this one in and out is not really user-friendly on a year-to-year basis. It's just too damn heavy. So let me see if I can put this over here. And let's see if it kicks on. You hear the compressor out there, but I'm going to close the window back up. Because in here, I want to point out that it is almost inaudible. This has got to be the quietest antique air conditioner I've owned. It's quieter than the 10,000 weather wheel. I'm sure it's quieter than other weather wheels. You almost cannot hear the compressor. I mean, the only way I can kind of tell it's running, other than the fact that it's cold, is that you can hear like the refrigerant hissing through the system. So this is in a low cool. The outside temperature right now is probably about 86 degrees and it's humid, so we should see some good condensate coming out of it. But as you can see, I just turned it on about a minute ago. Let's see what kind of temps we're getting out of this thing. Did another video which I sent to Russ. This thing is the first unit I've ever owned that overloads my temp gun. It's gone as low as -12, and then the temp gun just says overload. It doesn't know what to do with it. But you can see, I mean, there are some parts already down to 6 degrees. Minus. It's ridiculously cold. This thing feels like when you stick your head in the freezer. That's how cold it is. And that's on low cool. And if you back up and hear it, it's really quiet. I'm going to put it on high cool. Now this does have the adjustable louvers, which does help. I've got one louver pointing left and one louver pointing right, so the bottom louver kind of directs towards the sunroom and the top louver kind of goes towards the living room. And there is a certain general sense of air that just goes straight into the kitchen. blowing in teens on high. Cleaned up the cord real nice. I've got the original style plug on the wall, NEMA 10-20. I'll go outside and take a look at it, see how it's running. And it says 93 here, I don't buy that. In the shade, it's 74. Yeah. Actual temperature is about 85. And this thing's pounding out heat. Cleaned it up, repainted, ended up repainting the case. I'm very pleased with how it came out. Now, it's still sitting on a double bracket situation here. This was the old bracket I used to use, which is definitely holding up a good amount of the weight of the unit. These are the factory brackets, which are screwed into the sill. But because I can't screw the inside of the unit into the window, because it's a replacement window, there's no front support. So it does rely a lot on this back support. I haven't gotten any dripping yet. But once this thing starts dripping, it starts pouring out. And it'll come back in a little bit and show you the thing dripping. Well, I was going to go outside and show you condensate coming out, but I was incorrect on the humidity today. Only 35% humidity. And the interior humidity right now is about 55%, so no moisture coming out of it right now. But I will post a video once it gets humid out one day, because you ought to see how much condensate comes out of this thing. It's unreal. I might actually have to put one of those gutter drain things under it to get it away from the house. Anyways, thanks for watching.